welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Aaron Porras here with the latest news from Israel. Hours ago, the State of Israel indicted the JCC bomb hoaxer with an extensive list of crimes. The 18-year-old Israeli-American hacker has been charged at the Tel Aviv District Court with thousands of counts of extortion, publishing false panic-inducing information, cybercrimes, and money laundering. The indictment also alleges that the unnamed teenager also threatened hundreds of non-Jewish schools, as well as airports, malls, and police stations throughout the United States, Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and Australia. He's also believed to have attempted to extort Republican State Senator Ernesto Lopez from Delaware. Many of the threats detailed in the indictment are far more numerous and target a larger number of people than previously reported. Last Friday, the young hacker was charged in absentia at a United States federal court in Orlando, Florida, with 28 counts of making threatening phone calls and is alleged to have given false information to police. So far, the Israeli government has denied a United States request to extradite. The late great Rabbi Rabbi Yosef's son, Avraham, has been found guilty of breach of trust. Rabbi Yosef was found to have been denying certificates of kashrut to businesses that refused to purchase meat from his brother Moshe, regardless of whether or not the business complied with the stringent ultra-Orthodox dietary laws. This isn't the first time that Rabbi Avraham had been found guilty of breach of trust either. As head of kashrut supervision in the northern city of Or Akiva from 2008 to 2011, he'd been discovered revoking kashrut certificates for businesses that refused to comply with his demands, leading to an indictment in December of 2015. Avraham's father, Rabbi Rabbi Yosef, had served as Israel's chief Sephardic rabbi from 1973 to 1983 and had been the founder and longtime spiritual leader of the ultra-Orthodox Shas party. Rabbi Yosef died in October of 2013 and was so well revered amongst Jews that his Jerusalem funeral attracted an estimated 800,000 mourners. According to Palestinian officials, the health of jailed terrorist Marwan Barghouti is dangerously deteriorating due to the ongoing hunger strike that he started. The Media Committee for the Palestinian Prisoner Hunger Strike has reported that the prison has suggested Barghouti receive medical treatment, but Barghouti has declined. Barghouti, who's a prominent member of the PA President Abbas's Fatah party, is serving 5 life sentences for murdering civilians during the Second Intifada. The Israeli Prison Service spokesperson said that he was not aware of Barghouti's declining health, but added that, quote, "The hunger strike is his choice. If he does not feel well, then he can eat," end quote. Well over 1,000 prisoners across the Jewish state have joined in on Barghouti's hunger strike, which began just over a week ago. The strike began out of demands to improve the conditions for prisoners. Barghouti's demands include installing payphones in every prison wing, the abolishment of solitary confinement, the discontinuation of administrative detention, or imprisoning individuals without trial, family visits increased to twice a month, more available television, and the restoration of academic studies for prisoners. The Israeli Prisoner Services have so far enacted a number of retaliatory measures against striking prisoners by confiscating radios, televisions, and other personal electronic devices. German Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel is in Israel for his first visit to the Jewish state since his appointment in January. In solidarity with Israel's Holocaust Memorial Day, Gabriel has today gone to the Holocaust Memorial Center in Jerusalem, Yad Vashem. This marks the German diplomat's first day of his 2-day visit. Tomorrow he is set to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Reuven Rivlin, as well as Palestinian Authority Prime Minister Rami Hamdallah. These meetings are to discuss a multitude of subjects important to the European country, primarily the two-state solution. Aside from the pleasantries and the visit to the museum, Gabriel's visit is marked by Germany's solidarity with the Jewish state and wishes for peace in the region. The foreign minister said, quote, "With respect to the Middle East conflict, our solidarity with Israel also means working to ensure that Israel and Palestine can live side by side in dignity and peace. Only a two-state solution will be sustainable," end quote. The German foreign minister's spokesperson, Martin Schäfer, reiterated those sentiments, saying, quote, "We do not believe that the current situation is sustainable. We think it's necessary to make another attempt to revive talks and negotiations in the framework of the Middle East process." 3 brand new F-35 Adir stealth fighter planes have just been delivered to Israel today. They're in addition to the other 2 delivered in December, making the Jewish state the first and only country in the world to possess the aircraft outside of the United States. The fleet is proudly adorned with the Star of David emblem of the Israel Air Force. Even though they were assembled by Lockheed Martin in the States, they all contain critical components from several prestigious Israeli companies. Each one costs about $100 million, and by the year 2022, Israel will have at least 50. These, quote, ultimate stealth fighter jets will provide the Jewish state with complete air superiority in the region for the next 2 decades. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel's goal is to obtain supremacy in every theater, in the air and sea, as well as on the ground and in the cyber world. The Israeli public will catch their first glimpses of the F-35's debut as part of the annual Independence Day flyover over the country on May 1st. But you better look fast, because these jets practically soar through the skies at the speed of light. That's all for now. Stay tuned on ILTV.tv for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you next time with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.